This Sportsnet Central update is presented by Drayton Resort and Casino.
I give you See Her, Be Her. It's a baseball documentary created right here in the Bay Area, set to premiere between games 2 and 3 of the 2024 World Series. It's about shining a light on women who play the game and empowering other women and girls to pursue this sport. Their baseball dreams, of course. I caught up with two people involved with this documentary. And for more on the upcoming film, See Her, Be Her, I'm here in studio with the creators of the documentary, producer and director Gene Fruth, and also former Baseball Hall of Fame president Jeff Idelson. Gene, ladies first, I'll start with you. What inspired you to create this film, and how did you team up with Jeff?
Jeff and I teamed up in 2018 to form our not-for-profit, Grassroots Baseball. And our first initiative was along Route 66. It doesn't get more Americana than
Yes.
baseball on Route 66. We spent 3 years along Route 66 introducing the game of baseball to the kids at the youngest level. Hall of Famers joined us. Minor league ballparks opened their doors for us. At the end of the project, there was a book, Grassroots Baseball Route 66, and as we were putting the book together, we realized we don't have a lot of girls. We don't have any women in the book, and it was really, like too bad. One girl playing on an all-boys team. So we connected with Baseball for All, which is located right here in the Bay Area, and they have over 1,000 girls playing baseball on all-girls teams across the country. And that was where we shot our first all-girls baseball game, and we never looked back. We knew that this was the project that we wanted to do, was shining a light on girls and women in baseball.
That's beautiful. And you're both from the Bay Area, so you have local roots to this cause. Jeff, can you give us some historical perspective on the context of women in baseball and just how far they've come in this sport so far?
Great question, Carlos. Women in baseball go all the way back to the mid-19th century. You look at Vassar College on the East Coast having the first all-women's team to play. And as you go forward, you get up to World War II and the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League, which was around for 12 years, from 1943 to 1954. Then you had a bit of a lull until the 70s and Title IX, and then baseball and softball sort of got divided. But women and girls have always played baseball, and they're really just starting to come back in a significant way now, and those numbers are really growing. Yeah. As Gene mentioned, Baseball for All has a vibrant program. Little League has started an all-girls tournament. They had their first one in honor of Maria Pepe, who challenged Little League for the right for women to play baseball, which they were granted in 1974. You look at the San Francisco Giants with Alyssa Nacken, Jenny Cavanaugh, great broadcaster with the Oakland A's, and the sky's the limit. There's a lot of growth yet to be had.
That's a beautiful story. Now, the film follows, for you at home, the journey of 7 women from around the world. Gene, how are these participants selected, and what makes them special?
Yeah, these women are at the pinnacle of their career. They're all top athletes in their country. There's 25 countries that have national teams, including Venezuela,
yes.
I'll have you know. And Venezuela made it all the way to the championship round, so it was pretty incredible for them. So we found women in all of these countries, and then we had to narrow it down to tell their stories. But really, it could have been any country, because the women who are playing at this level, they're just incredible. They're incredible athletes, and the adversity they faced to get to the top and where they are is incredible. Right here in the United States, Kelsey Whitmore is the only woman that plays baseball on an all-men's professional team. And that's no easy task. So they're all trailblazers, and what they're doing is blazing the trail for the next generation.
That's beautiful. Well said. Now, Jeff, some legendary names have lended their support to this documentary. I don't want to leave anyone out. Ferguson Jenkins, we've got there. Ichiro Suzuki, Cal Ripken Jr., Ken Griffey Jr. Just how do they become involved with the project, and what does it mean for the project to have those names back it up?
Well, Carlos, these are all guys who really support women's baseball in a significant way, and they really have shown that, from Ferguson Jenkins, who knew what it was like to be lonely on a baseball field as the only African American in the 1960s and being a pitcher, to Cal Ripken Jr., who has arguably one of the greatest baseball households in the world among his father and his brother Billy, but it's his sister Ellie who is the real ball player in the family. And he talks about the fact that she never got to play baseball because of the year she was born in. Ichiro Suzuki does more for women's baseball in Japan than any baseball player around. He stages a game every year against the National High School All-Star team and puts together a game, gives them the venue of the Tokyo Dome to play in. They play on national television, and as he says so well, it's not about how great are they, it's about let's give them an opportunity, let's get them playing, and let's get this going. That's
so well said. Now, we began with the women, we end with the woman as well. I'm sure many young women across the world will be inspired by your film, Jean. In your career, you have your camera there as a photojournalist, one of the best photojournalists in the business. So what would be your message for girls looking at this show that want to kickstart their career in baseball?
Yeah, I mean, my career started in baseball, and at that time, on the West Coast, I was one of the only women in the photo well, only woman on the sidelines. And that's changed so significantly, and you see women photographers really at every level in sports now, team photographers, Getty photographers, AP photographers, you know, just, and it's so exciting to see the progress. And so my advice to women who want to play baseball, girls who want to play baseball, first it starts with the parents. And I say, when your little girl comes up to you and says, I want to play baseball, support her dream, because it starts there. It starts young. She knows she has other opportunities with all girls in different sports, but this is a harder, you know, ask. And so she needs the support of her family to go out there and be able to play. And we're growing the game. You know, it's not perfection, but progress is being made every day.
As a father of 2 girls, thank you for what you've done for them, my kids, your kids at home as well, for advancing the game of baseball in the beautiful realm of women. Hopefully more will come from this. Jeff, Jean, thank you so much for being here today.
Such a pleasure, Carlos.
Thanks, Carlos.
Thank you.